Hi, this is Chad with shopatBE.com. We provide business enhancements for successful direct sales consultants. Our goal is to help you book, sell, and recruit more in your direct sales business. Basically, today, this is a tutorial for our Financial Worksheet 4.0, which we started out at our homepage here, can be found in our BEE products category. I also want to point out that one of the additional things that we provide for our consultants would be our free training 101. We click on that and we can see all the different categories of training here. As we continue to release more videos, we'll add those videos to that section as well. Okay, so back to our e-product section, we can see our Financial Worksheet 4.0 here, and we select that. Once you add that to your cart and pay for it, it is available immediately for download. Once you download it, be sure to save it somewhere where you can easily find it, rename it, whatever you want to name it, but be sure you know the path so that you can find it again. And also, I want to suggest making a backup copy, which would be a master copy for you. The reason you do that is so that when you're ready for your clean sheet in 2016, after you've completed your 2015 worksheet, you just make another copy right from that master copy. Okay. So without further ado, we'll go to our Financial Worksheet 4.0. And when you open that, it is a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. You can use Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Office 365 Excel. Either one of those will work. It is universal, should pretty much work on any Excel platform through Microsoft Office. Our instruction sheet here, you can see basically it will have a shortcut to get back to the website should you need anything, training tools, that type of thing. We also have embedded a link to this video, and then other notes that'll be helpful for use. Some of the most important things to note that we're going to be going over here very shortly is that, for example, on the January spreadsheet, only the white cells are cells that you can modify and type in. Some of those will actually look for numbers so that they can calculate, and others will be just for informational purposes. For example, your company name on the January spreadsheet, we're just going to put that in there, shopatBE.com. And that will automatically reflect to the other worksheets. We'll leave it January 2015 since it is January. Down here, a little more modified, we can modify our advertising to say something else. So if we want to change that to something, we just update that here in this section. What I recommend before you start changing your default settings as far as the categories, because we did put a pretty good amount of thought into where those are. We have our add other categories down here, which you can use. We can see we actually already did modify one to say cables, and that will reflect to the rest of the months also. Okay, so basic use of the sheet is going to go like this. Essentially, for our commission rate, let's say you make 40% in commission, it would be entered as 0.40. Your party number is going to go here. You can use either a number or the date for your party. If you have more than one party in a day, then just go ahead and put the date and then number one. Subtotal, so we'll put in party one. Subtotal for that party was $1,000. You can put in your tax that you think was applicable there. $85 for shipping to get to you. And then actually you have a space down here for additional royalties. So let's say it was a great recruiting month. You've had 2 recruits that you've kept for the last 3 months, and you got $100 for each one. So we're going to add in $200 for royalties. That was either from your upline or the company, but that's a good idea of what a royalty may be there. Okay, so for your advertising, let's say you had $100 for advertising budget this month. Your cell phone came to $65. Internet, well, let's say that came out to $80. So we can see that our expenses were $245 based on those few calculations. Our parties so far, including our additional royalties for the month, we made $600 in income. Overall bottom line, we are positive $355. That would be our income for the month. We also have a notes section over here, which you can make notes. We just updated this actually with the 4.0, so it's much easier to use, much more friendly for you. So take advantage of that. And then down here, we have our monthly mileage. So let's say we drove 250 miles in the month of January. And what you would do is you would basically continue to do that for each month as you go on, and we can see where our shopatBE.com title is up here in February. We cannot adjust that, but it is there, easy for us to use. Oh, sorry, I clicked a little too high there. Okay, so basically, this is our February worksheet. We can see on our year-to-date expense itemization, which our information carries over. We can put in our name here, and basically you would update that so that, let's say you're taking it to your CPA so that they can get an idea of some of your information. It's not a, this is, and that's a good note, is that this is not a substitute for a tax worksheet, but it can be of assistance to your accountant if they want to see what categories and what your expenses are in certain things throughout the year. So we see our advertising reflected, our cell phone, $65, $80, and then even our year-to-date mileage. This is going to be the computation for each month. Um, so that total there is going to be represented. All right, year-to-date pie chart. We can see from the information we put in that advertising, 41% of our budget, our cell phones, 27% of our budget, our internet's 33% of our budget. Gives you that visual representation that we were talking about there. All right, so that pretty much concludes our tutorial for the Financial Worksheet 4.0. I want to thank you so much for watching the video and being a fan of shopatBE.com. And please remember, if you find our products useful in your business, take a moment to share those with your team so we can continue to provide tools to help you be successful. Until next time, this is Chad. Have a great day.